Have you ever thought to yourself, what's the point of doing anything? Why should I struggle, get out in the world, pursue goals, improve myself if one day I'm going to die? Why should I do anything when I can just sit on my ass, meditate, and feel bliss? And maybe you're in a very bad place, and maybe you're going through a very bad period where a lot of things has changed really fast and you couldn't catch up fast enough. Maybe you struggled and dedicate yourself really hard in order to achieve something, but all your efforts brought to you to nowhere. And that feels absolutely frustrating and makes you think about what's even the point of going on, what's even the point of keep struggling, what's the point of keep improving yourself if nothing changes. And I would like to reassure you because that thing is normal and it happened to me too. During the first 4 months of 2023, I felt the worst that I ever felt in my whole life. I was eating basically nothing because I have to maintain the weight for my judo competitions. I was stressed because I have to write my thesis and do all my exams in university in order to graduate at the end of the year, and I was failing very badly at all of my exams. And I was so overwhelmed by all my duties in university, all the thing that was important for me, which was judo, that I all the stress that I accumulated on my body result in episode of depersonalization. For you that don't know what depersonalization is, imagine to look yourself from outside. It's like looking yourself from a third person perspective. You know that video games like Call of Duty or Far Cry, when you're a first person shooter and you're looking the paw of someone else. This is what depersonalization looks like. And no, this is not cool. I can tell you this is not cool at all. It's a very awful experience. It was horrible. I felt like my life was losing its meaning. I wasn't able to prove joy anymore. I wasn't able to feel positive emotions anymore. And it felt also fake, unreal, and absurd. It was so like a simulation, I can tell you guys. And I started to think, fuck, if I have to live like that with this kind of perception for years or months in coming, I simply would kill myself because this is not worth it. This is not worth it to live like that. I cannot keep going living in that state anymore. So before actually unalive myself, I decided to find another solution. So I grabbed my stuff and I said, I'll go for a walk in the mountains. And I called up some friends of mine. And surprisingly, they said yes, because usually they said me no, but this time they wanted to join me. So I've gone in a walk on mountains and we were talking, we were chatting. It was very beautiful and wholesome moment here in nature with friends of mine, and we hiked to the top of that mountain. Then we came back and decided to go out to this party that was in our town, and we danced together. We took a couple of drinks. We were like laughing, saying stupid shit, doing push-up competition, and all of that silly crap. And it was really, really fun. It was one of the best days that I had in 2023, and surprisingly, in that day, I regained my depersonalization wasn't completely gone. I still felt like shit, but in that day, I found out meaning in life again. I still felt like crap. I still felt depersonalization, but I found the answer for my question for meaning in life. And what I want to convey to you is that you cannot figure out meaning in life just by sitting on your desk and start thinking as hard as possible. You're not going to find your answers. If you want to know why life is worth living, you cannot reason it in a logical way. You gotta experience things that make you say, oh fuck, this is why life is worth living. In order to make you understand that, I'm going to explain you the flow state. The flow state is a concept developed by psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi and is defined as a state of complete absorption and focus towards an autotelic activity. Something that is autotelic is enjoyable for its own sake. It's something that you do because you love doing and you find enjoyable and fun doing the thing. Research shows that the more flow you experience during the day and the happier that you feel. And conversely, the less flow that you experience during your day and the less happier that you feel. And the reason is, during a flow state, you are not thinking about stupid crap. You're not ruminating. You're not staying there and being like, what's the point of life? You're simply so absorbed in what you love doing that life acquires meaning by itself. All right? And flow state can be experienced by something like playing an instrument, by writing, painting, some kind of artistic expression, acting, for example, playing some sports, being with some friends of yours, or also doing some task at a job, okay? Can be found in basically any active action, all right, that make you focus towards something. And when you have flow, when you have something that you love doing, something that makes you focus towards a precise activity, and you add to flow people that you love and that you enjoy, that you can resonate, that you will live life together, life starts acquiring meaning without the need to explain that logically. So the question now is, what can you practically do? And I'm sure that you experienced some kind of these things that I've told about, okay? I hope that you have experienced some kind of flow during your life, because it's a universal experience. Everyone has had flow in their life, especially when they were children. So the moments that I'm talking about are moments when you were around family, moments when you were around good people, or when you were so focused into something that you lose track of time, when you've done something hard but in the end you were very satisfied about it. Something made you fulfilled. Moments that you laughed for a lot like an idiot until you had cramps on your stomach. I'm talking about these kind of moments. These kind of moments that give life meaning without make it explain it. Okay? I want you to think about those moments that you had. Take a piece of paper and start writing down as much of these moments as you possibly can remember. And it doesn't matter how far in the past they are, start to write them down, okay? I'm going to share you a couple of mine so that you understand what I'm talking about. I felt that life had meaning when I won the Judo Regional Championship and I hang out with my friends and celebrated. I felt that life had meaning when I passed the entry test for physical therapy and I hugged my mom and my brother. When I hiked a mountain in New Year's Eve with my friends. When I acted in The King Lear as the Count of Kent and my teacher told me that she was really proud of what I've done. When during my birthday I sang drunk with all my friends a famous Italian song, alright? You can see, these are very different moments from one to another. I got little accomplishment that I'm proud about something people that I care, and I got moments of fun with people that I love. And there is no need for me to go into details about this kind of stuff, because when I read these things, you can see me, I'm starting to smile. I'm starting to smile and feeling happy again, because these moments doesn't need to be explained too much. This moment give life meaning by itself. Just the memory reminds me why this is a ride worth doing. I want you to make a list of all of these moments that give you this kind of feeling that I'm having right now and stick it to a wall where you can see it. So the next time that you have all of these negative, bad thoughts, and I've been there, I know how it feels to feeling like that, have this thing stick to a wall, because it can literally save your life. It can literally save your life. And when you start asking yourself, what's the point of this? Just look at that list. Read the 3 items and you will have your answers of what's the point of doing all of this. I hope that this video was useful. Remember to aim upward as always.